Hey guys, this is Allarric from Pheonixcrapvideos, and I am climbing the ladder in StarCraft 2. Basically, I wanted to show you what I did today in StarCraft 2, how I think I improved, how I think I could work on, stuff like that. So, I spawned this Zerg, as always, in the bottom left hand, and he was a random player. He spawned in the top right. So, since he was random, I had no idea what I wanted to do with it. I decided I was going to go for Speedlings, so I could get some early pressure on and find out where he is. So he was a Protoss, and actually I usually go Speedlings for Protoss anyway, which just worked out. So he looks like he's going 2-gate with Forge, which I guess that would make sense. I don't know Protoss enough to understand the build, but I get in there, I see these Protoss, so I do some harassment of his mirror line. I get some really nice harassment going on. Macro is pretty good, all that. So I think I'm good. I think I'm very good with macro. I think there's still stuff I can work on, but I'm fairly very good with it. So now I'm just getting more Zerglings out, so I can apply some more pressure. Getting attack +1, and I'm fairly certain I have Speedlings out now. Yeah, I think I have Speedlings. I can't see. Yeah, Speedlings. Alright, so I have Speedlings out, just applying some more pressure. I noticed these guys Cybernetics Core, which I believe that gives him a couple upgrades. I'm not completely certain. So now I've just got a bunch of Zerglings. And by now, he's starting to build cannons, which Zerglings aren't going to do much against if he's got a lot. Which he does. So I expected him to come at me, but he didn't, so I'm going to go take the Zelnaga Watchtower, just to get some map control. Just move my overlords over the side, as you obviously always do. Now I'm worried about overseers in my base, so I make that, and I also am building the spire as we speak. So I'm gonna go for. I've noticed that he's got a lot of zealots. Now he's also building stalkers now, but everyone would build stalkers, and I expected stalkers. So basically, I'm just trying to get some more harassment on his mirror line while I can get for some more important stuff. So he's expanded, I haven't. I wanted to try and do this on one base, because I'm not the best with that much macro. It's something I'm working on. So here too, I think I got some very nice macro going on by his mineral line. Now he's got that pylon there, and that's gonna hinder me in a little bit. So I got a nice little force of Zerglings. I'm sending out some more mutas, and I got him. Now, at this point, I'm planning on using a Nidus Worm to get into the back of his base. And here I'm just going to try and push through, see what's going on in there. And he's got a lot of cannons, so these Zerglings are going to prove nearly useless. I'm moving these mutas just to take out some of the zealots so I can push through easier. And then I realized that cannons beat Zerglings. So I've got a few in there, but it's still not going to be. It's still going to be no match. So now I'm to the spire. Got the Nidus Worm. I got in a few seconds I should be going for Infestation Pit. I noticed that pylon is there, so I'm going to send in where am I? There we go. Send in the mutas, take out that pylon. He takes that away. He thinks at this point he probably just thinks it's a little bit of harassment, which is understandable. He just takes out. I'm just taking out his pylon. I'm not going for anything else. Which is just a tiny bit of harassment. It's understandable from a guy with Mutalisk. In reality, I'm going to try and get some guys into his base, so once I'm certain I've got a nice amount of guys here, there's my Infestation Pit. In a few seconds we're probably going Hive. So there we go. Nidus Worm is down. So at this point I've loaded all my guys into there. And unfortunately, before I can get anything really out, he wipes me out. And so now he's expecting Nidus Worms. So, I really have, there's really nothing I can do with that Nidus Worm right now. Or is there? See, what I do now is I move my Mutalisks into his second expansion. Or his second expansion would be. So I'm planning on taking that expansion to apply some faster pressure. I'm also planning on applying some pressure with the Zerglings. Now I should have slowed down with my pressure, because he wouldn't have noticed that. I'm not certain if it looks like he did not have an overseer here, which is good. So I'm trying to get in there, and I get cleaned up fairly easily with those Zerglings. But my mutas do manage to get in the back. They manage to take out a couple pylons. Now at this time, I really didn't notice that Dark Templar shrine. Or that, or I just completely forgot what a Dark Templar shrine looks like. I'm not certain. But he's cleaned up my expansion down there. And right now I've decided I'm just going to go Ultras, clean that up. But as you now know, he had Dark Templars. As I now know, he had Dark Templars. And while I did have a couple Overseers, they were completely out of position. So, right now he's just got those Zealots. I noticed them on the brink. And he looks like he's just scouting around them, seeing what he can see. He's got those Dark Templars now. So I expect him to be moving out. I'm moving a Mutalisk into the middle of those Zelnaga just to take out any Zealots. But he's really got those Dark Templars. So it really wouldn't matter. So I got the first Ultras up in a minute or two. Fairly soon, I just decide I'm going to move out, get ready to harass. But knowing my luck, I decide that right when he's starting to move his out. So it's almost in tandem. He moves him into the middle. I don't notice that my guys are dying. And then I just GG. So, I think I did pretty good. There's a lot of stuff I could work on. I could work on my macro and my awareness. But other than that, I think that was a fairly successful game. I learned a lot. This was Allarric from Pheonixcrapvideos, and I'll see you next time.